If you guys are looking for some fast, cheap and reliable coins, go check out buycheapfifacoins.com and use discount code Curtis for 5% off. They're the cheapest and most reliable place around. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new Southampton career mode episode. Now, before we get stuck into it, I want to say a couple quick things. Firstly, there may be Facecam on this video, I'm not entirely sure. I'm currently recording this at 5 minutes to 5 in the morning. I'm super tired, but I want to start doing more Facecam videos. There may be Facecam on this, I'm not exactly sure how it will turn up. So, I am going to say as well, if we could hit 400 likes this career mode episode, guys, that would be sensational. The support you've been showing recently has been amazing. We've been hitting like 400, 500 likes. We've been getting like 5 to 8,000 views. This career mode has gone so well, so I'm so proud of that, and I'm really happy with what you guys are doing. So we have a game here at home to QPR, pretty much the usual lineup. We've got Bertrand at right back due to some injuries, midfield three of Ward-Prowse, Cork and Schneiderlin, Tadic and Cam, Long and Chikawi up front. So we are literally just going to jump straight into it. Some of you guys have been saying I didn't update the squads. I did update them, but right at the start of FIFA, I started recording it in the early release, and they didn't have the deadline day transfers done, and some of like the later ones. So Remy is still at QPR. In this case, there's a few Southampton players still at Southampton that should have moved on and stuff. But as you see here, very, very early on, 10 minutes into the game, Chikawi gives us the lead. Absolutely brilliant goal, just what we needed, and excuse me, a nice early lead 10 minutes in, and I wanted to keep improving on it. It was QPR. I felt like it was a game we could do really well in, and the ball drops to Bertrand on the edge of the box, and this was a goal that I was just really happy about. It was such a non-FIFA goal in the way it went in. It seemed so realistic, and as I was still like, this was still early release time, I was so happy about it. I love the replay of the way he like outside of the foot sit. I don't know, it just looked so good. It was something about it, looked really cool, and it didn't seem like FIFA to me. It really felt realistic. So that was pretty awesome, but 26th minute here, they get a really decent chance. Vargas picks up the ball. He squares it back to Fair, who basically finesses it straight at my goalie, and my goalie just like crumbles, just goes there and just lets it straight past him. I have no idea what he was doing. And then the 78th minute, I seem completely incapable of actually clearing my lines, and we're bouncing the ball all over the place. I mean, it gets here, I'm clearing it out, it's bouncing to other players. It's going all over the place. And finally, to end their move, we actually give away a free kick because I'm just not doing anything to sort it out whatsoever. But they have this free kick here right on the edge of the box, who they're like dummying, jumping all over the place, and it forces a really quite a decent save from Forster, who luckily managed to get on the second ball. If someone had been running in quicker, it could have been a lot worse. But they try the same thing again, almost identical, but it's from a slightly different position, and once again an amazing save there from Fraser Forster to get down so low and to stop it. And that was actually how the game ended. Those two free kicks could have gone horribly wrong for us, but we had a 2-1 win with 8 shots, 6 on target. A nice jam-packed game actually. I don't normally have quite as much action, but we will 100% take the 3 points. I would have liked a more comfortable win at home to QPR, but nonetheless, it's a big 3 points that we'll be very happy about. So we're about to go into our next game here against Tottenham, and I want to say, guys, I'm trying to pick up the pace a bit more in these videos. I want to do a bit more than 3 games or per episode stuff, but as you see here, I've changed it up completely. I wanted to try something completely new, and I don't think I gave that enough time there, but I'd gone for a 4-3-3. We have Chikawi lone striker, I've got Rodriguez on the left, Gnabry on the right, and I'm really mixing it up to see if it can be any different. But 45th minute here, right on the stroke of half time, we're passing the ball around quite easily, and Schneiderlin gets really lucky and actually gets pulled down for a pen here. He really had no need to do that at all. Oh, it was Tadic even. I thought Schneiderlin was brought down. But yeah, they had no need to bring him down there whatsoever. But Tadic steps up for the pen, and right on the stroke of half time, buries it into the top left-hand corner and gives us the 1-0 lead. Absolutely massive against Tottenham. But as seems to be the case at the moment, we don't seem to be able to hold on to a lead. So we'll see in this second half now if we actually can. And it's something I would really like to be able to do. It's something I really seem to be struggling with. I'm doing some silly defending, and as you see here, Danny Rose picks up the ball, squares it to Soldado in the 48th minute, and we go from being 1-0 up to 1-1, and it's so frustrating because so many games I'm taking an early lead, and then it gets worse. I do something so dumb. I normally do this to start every game, but for some reason I accidentally didn't not start every game, start every move from a drop kick, and for some reason I didn't press LB when I went to do the LB and Y over the top, and I gave it straight to them and gave them the easiest goal ever. And we came close here in the 94th minute with from this corner. It seemed really cool. It's something new to this game. Normally when you put your goalie in the box, if you're not controlling him, he won't actually do anything. But as you'll see from this replay here, even though I wasn't controlling him, he did an amazing leap there. And if it had it not been for the player on the line, that would have been an absolutely sensational goal. It would have been so cool to get an equaliser like that. But we lost 2-1 to 2 Roberto Soldado goals. Very, very frustrating, considering I think we kind of actually outplayed them. But we have one last game here now against Sunderland. I nearly called them Southampton, then it really confused me. But this is the lineup we are going for. We have the usual back four: Casco, Bassong, Balanta, Bertrand. Then we have Tyder in midfield. I decided to bring him in for this game. Cork, Schneiderlin, and then the usual front three of Tadic, Long, and Chikawi. So as you'll see, 2 minutes into this game, we have a fantastic start. Long bursts through and zigzags around the whole defence, but the goalie pulls off an amazing save to keep us out so early. But then in the 5th minute, we are dancing around the box with Jack Cork, but as you'll see in the middle, Chikawi is actually down on the floor, and it is just as bad as I feared it would be. He is actually out, and you'll see at the end of this video, he's actually out for 3 months, so an absolute nightmare for us. Not what we wanted at all, but it could be a great chance for Rodriguez to prove himself. I think he's suited to play in that striker role, but they did actually just scrape one wide there, Sunderland did, and that was it for action for quite some time. But then the 42nd minute, Long comes in and he squares it back to Rodriguez, who had just come on to make pretty much like his first full game really as striker, and he made a great impact. 42nd minute giving us the lead, but amazing bit of defensive play here. You would have seen I ran a player back behind the goalie and he pulled off an unbelievable block. But we're into the second half here now. 53rd minute, Shane Long picks up the ball, goes for a finesse, but the goalie once again keeps it out. Finesses just didn't seem to be working for quite some time, and then around the 55th minute they had a really decent chance to pull another one back there, but they just couldn't. So they're still 1-0 down, but we're going into the 85th minute. I was absolutely petrified. I didn't want to lose yet another lead that I'd worked on, but you know what I'm like. They squared it back to Giaccherini and he put it into the back of the net. It was so frustrating because the stats didn't show it, but I really did feel like I had a bit more of a grip on that game than I usually did. But once again, a great early lead was wasted. But as you see on the screen here, Chikawi has those 3 months out, and that is pretty much it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Career Mode. You keep shouting for it to be longer, so here you go, guys. You have one that's about 7.5 minutes. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. Have a nice day, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.